This video and all content on this channel is performed by a pest control professional, and it is always recommended to hire a pest control pro in your area to perform any pest control in or outside your home. Pesticides can harm you and your loved ones. Anyone who is performing the information in this video is doing so at their own risk. If you decide to try the info provided in this video, please always check with the local laws in your area and read the labels of any product you use. The label is the law. Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control. And today I want to go over something that I've talked about many times on this channel: heat treatments for bed bugs. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to the channel. So today I want to go over that. I want to go over why heat treatments don't work on bed bugs, and if heat treatments are something that's right for you, if you should do them. It's 2025, 2026. Is it going to be effective now? My channel is nearly 10 years old, and so I want to go over if heat treatments are a viable option today. So, why don't heat treatments work for bed bugs? Let's talk about this. Bed bugs are a lot like cockroaches as far as their mental state. They like to go places, cracks, crevices, and squeeze into holes in the wall. So when your bed backs up against the wall, a lot of times under the headboard, there will be a outlet, like for electricity, where you can plug a phone charger in, or maybe a lamp, bedside lamp, something like that. When a bed bug is living near the head of the bed and it's come up, it's bitten you, and then it's going to try to find a place to hide. It's going to try to get away. It's going to go down the wall a lot of times and go in that socket in the wall. It's going to be buried inside that outlet in the wall. They don't come out because bed bugs don't feed every day. So they're hidden in the wall. They lay eggs in the wall. If a guy comes through and does a heat treatment on your house when the bed bug is in the wall, or if the eggs are laid in the wall, then when the heat is on, well, your wall is insulated. The insulation is going to protect those eggs. It's going to protect that bed bug from being eliminated from the heat treatment. While the heat treatment may kill 98, 99%, even 99.9% of the bed bug problem, the issue is that not all the bed bugs are eliminated. 100% of the problem needs to be eliminated. Otherwise, you're going to continue to have problems with bed bugs. It is very common for a heat treatment to fail. Usually, a heat treatment fails when the house is old. Maybe it has cracked plaster. Maybe it has lots of cracks and crevices the bed bugs can squeeze into and harbor into, behind baseboards, in wall voids. It's a common place for bed bugs to hide. Let's say you have a picture hanging on the wall, like these ones behind me. There's a nail that holds that in the wall. If that nail is in the wall and there's a little hole around it and the bed bug can squeeze around that nail, well, now it's inside your wall void, behind the sheetrock. The heat can't get there. It can't get the wall hot enough to kill the bed bugs that are hiding in the wall. This is one of the reasons heat treatments fail. Older houses should never be a candidate for heat treatments. They have cracked plaster and they have lots of places for bed bugs to hide. Trailers. Say you live in a single wide, a double wide, a triple wide trailer. Trailers, they expel heat. It's really hard. Talk to anyone who lives in a trailer. It's extremely hard to heat a trailer in the wintertime. The heat just escapes so quickly. It's not going to hold in and kill the bed bugs in the trailer. Bed bugs have lots of places to hide in a trailer as well. They're made cheaply. They're put together quick so they can sell as many trailers as possible. This leaves lots of holes, lots of cracks, lots of places for the bed bugs to hide. Now, I'm not saying heat doesn't kill bed bugs, because I always recommend that if you have bed bugs in your sheets, in your covers, in your clothing, throw them in the dryer. Turn the dryer on. The heat will kill the bed bugs. But that's because the bed bugs have nowhere to go. They can't get out of the dryer. They're stuck in the dryer. They're tumbled around in the dryer and they can't get out. They're trapped. When the heat is on in the house, when it's really, really hot, the bed bugs are going to try their best to get away from the heat. This is really common. This is the way bed bugs are. This is the way you are. Think about it. If it's the middle of summer and it's 100 degrees outside, are you going to try to stay out in the heat even longer and get hotter and sweat until you have heat stroke? Or are you going to try to go inside where it's cooler, try to move to the shade, try to get out of the heat? This is what bed bugs do. They try to escape the heat. They try to go into a place where it's cooler. They're not stupid. They're not completely helpless. They're going to try to get away the best that they can. They're going to escape. They're going to run away. Not all the bed bugs are going to get away. Some of them are going to die. But like I said, if 100% of the problem isn't eliminated, then you haven't gotten rid of your problem. You've just kicked the can down the road until they reproduce and get bad again. So a lot of people that do heat treatments today will do a heat treatment, but they will also spray with a pesticide like Crossfire. Crossfire is a non-repellent chemical. It's a pesticide that the bed bugs don't see. They don't know it's there. So if you treat the mattresses, you treat the baseboards, you treat the places that the bed bugs have to travel through in order to get to you, the food source, they die because they have to crawl through the chemical. And when they crawl through the chemical, it kills them. It's very effective. So the heat treatment guys will say, well, we do chemical plus heat. So they're already admitting that the heat treatment is not going to work. Why do pesticide application if heat is so effective? It's because the heat does not and will not eliminate 100% of the problem. If the heat gets rid of 97% of the problem, the 3% that's left behind, well, you spray, and the spray will kill those. But the spray will kill 100% of the problem and save you thousands of dollars in your bed bug elimination bill. To give you an idea, just ballpark figure, here in Central Virginia where I live, the difference in a heat treatment cost and a pesticide only cost. Typically, a 3-bedroom home can be treated for around $1,000 to maybe $1,600, $1,000 to $1,600. That's liquid treatment. If you do a heat treatment for the same size house, which is heat plus pesticide, you're going to spend anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000. That's really expensive for something that the pesticide alone will take care of. Does it take longer to get rid of the problem? Not necessarily, because the pesticide still has to kill the bed bugs. So if the bed bugs aren't coming out to crawl through the chemical, it's going to take a while. They may not come out right away. Yeah, you've done a heat treatment, you've killed a whole bunch of bed bugs. But the bed bugs that are hiding away, that need to touch that chemical to die, they're going to hide away. They're going to stay hidden in the wall. When you spray Crossfire initially in a house, the Crossfire will kill about 96 to 98% of the problem because the majority of the bed bugs are out in the open. And you're going to see them, and you're going to spray them, and you're going to kill them. Because if the chemical comes into contact with the bed bugs, they're going to die. The same amount of bed bugs die when you treat with Crossfire on an initial that die when you do a heat treatment on an initial treatment. The same amount, the same day. Bed bugs take about 5 to 10 minutes to die after contacting Crossfire, a liquid pesticide. Bed bugs die in about 5 to 10 minutes of heat exposure. So it takes about the same amount of time. People are not allowed to re-enter the home during a heat treatment. People are not allowed to re-enter the home while the pesticides are drying, about 2 to 4 hours. Some people will even go a night at a hotel, come back the next day to ensure everything is dry. That's typical of pesticide, but pesticide takes 5 to 10 minutes to kill a bed bug. So by tomorrow, well, the majority of the bed bugs that are in the house will be dead from crossfire. What you're waiting for are the eggs to hatch. What you're waiting for is other bugs to come out from hiding to try to bite you. That may take a week or so for that stuff to happen. It might take 2 weeks, it might take 3 weeks. That's why you have to spray if you do a heat treatment. So, are heat treatments a viable option for bedbug control? I don't think they are. I think they're really expensive. I think they cost the customer a lot of money, needless money. You don't have to spend that kind of money to get rid of bedbugs. You don't need to. You can just spray. I've been killing bedbugs for over 26 years. I've never done one single solitary heat treatment, but I've been behind lots. I've been behind so many bedbug heat treatments, I don't even know how many it's been. I can't even count that many. It's well over 50 heat treatments that I've been behind. They didn't work, but after I sprayed, the bedbugs died. They weren't a problem anymore. I check up on my customers. I follow up. I call people. I ask them, how are things going? Have you been bit anymore? When's the last time you got bit? Crossfire is extremely effective. Heat, it's not effective. So, hopefully this video has helped you understand why heat treatments are not effective against bedbugs. And if you like the video, again, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you really like it, I'd like you to consider subscribing to my channel. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate it. And we'll talk again next time. Thanks. Bye.